Good morning, listeners, and welcome to the Trade Talk podcast. This is Shrikant Chouhan from Kotak Securities, PCG Research. Global macros are affecting to the equities, and on Tuesday, again the bond yield moved to the levels of 4.80, 4.85, which is a cause of concern, and that's the reason we are seeing good amount of selling in almost all the equity markets. On Tuesday, US markets fell, and it is mainly because of sudden rise in the job data that has actually pulled the sentiment, and now the Fed will keep the interest rates on the higher side for a longer time. Also, if we go through with the other parameters like dollar index, then it is trading consistently above the mark of 107, and for our markets we saw flattish opening on Tuesday, but because of weakness in almost all the Asian markets, our markets also closed at the lowest point of the day. Now we are very close to the important level of 19,490, 480 on which we discussed on Tuesday. Today, on the dismissal of 19,480, as the gift Nifty is indicating, we can expect next fall up to 19,400. In the worst case scenario, in the today's date, we may even see the levels of 19,350, where the market has spent some time in the past. But between 19,400, 370, now the market is having next leg of support. And on the higher side, 19,580 is going to act as major resistance. If we go through with the pattern of our markets, then it is completely oversold, and it is not actually in the mood of falling individually. But because of the fall in the other markets, we are seeing consistent profit taking or maybe liquidation of long positions. Yes, we may see furthermore weakness, but if there is a medium to long term view, then we should look for adding some position close to 19,400 levels. For the bank Nifty, there also we saw good amount of outperformance. It was not like falling below the levels of 44,300 despite there was weakness in the markets. In fact, PSU banks did well. Canara Bank showed new 52-week high. State Bank was above the mark of 600, which is an indication of mixed sentiments. But because all these private banks are under FI's control, we saw some consistent profit taking in almost all the private banks, and that has actually dragged the sentiment. But for Bank Nifty, 44,300 is the important level. Below that, the chances of hitting 44,000 or maybe 43,800 would turn bright. For the Nifty IT index, there also we saw gradual sell-off. Furthermore, weakness is more likely. They are going to announce their numbers from 10th of this month. So till then, we are going to see mixed sentiment or mixed sort of activity. But the overall pattern of the market is suggesting us that currently we are finding difficulties to sustain at higher levels. It is mainly because of weakness in the world markets and consistent rise in the bond yield. Sector specific, we need to focus on few NBFCs ahead of the credit policy, which is on 6th of this month, and also we need to focus on few cement companies as the monsoon is going to get over. So all these things are going to impact the market, and based on the overall levels, we should look for designing our trading strategy. That's all from my side. With this, I'm ending today's morning podcast. Thank you very much for listening me. Have a great day to all of you.